Hello everyone. So once again I am back. Welcome to my channel, and today we are going to solve question number 3 to 5 from the CBSE 2020 question paper of computer science. If you are yet to subscribe my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get the timely updates upon my new videos. Okay. So here we start with section B, question number 3. Question number 3 comes from the unit computer networks. Okay. So fill in the blanks from question number 3A to 3D. So I have already filled the blanks for you. Computers connected by a network across different cities, an example of WAN. Then speed test is a network tool used to test the download and upload broadband speed. A switch is a networking device that connects computers in a network by using packet switching to receive and forward data to the destination. And trace RT or trace route, it is a network tool which is used to determine the path taken by the packets from one IP address to another one. Okay. Then there are abbreviations: POP, that is Post Office Protocol; VoIP, that is Voice over Internet Protocol; NFC, Near Field Communication; and FTP, that is File Transfer Protocol. Now match the service name listed in the first column of the following table with the corresponding features listed in the second column in the table. Okay. So here we are having a table which is showing us technologies and the features. So what we have to do, we have to identify which technology is providing what features. Okay. So 1G technology providing basic voice services and analog based protocol. 2G providing better voice services, basic data services, and first digital standards, that is GSM and CDMA. In the third generation, there is improved data services with multimedia and mobile broadband, whereas in the 4G we are having IP based protocols, that is LTE and true mobile broadband. What is a secure communication? Differentiate between HTTP and HTTPS. So a secure communication is when two entities are communicating and they don't want any third party to listen in. Secure communication includes means by which people can share information with varying degree of certainty that third parties cannot intercept what was said. So when we see in the address bar there is a padlock. Okay. So that means the website we are opening is a secure website. Now as far as the differences between HTTP and HTTPS are concerned, there are a lot. As we know, HTTP does not have a security mechanism to encrypt the data, whereas HTTPS provides secure socket layer or TLS digital certificate to secure the communication between server and client. HTTP operates at application layer, where HTTPS operates at transport layer. By default, HTTP operates on port number 80, where HTTPS by default uses port number 443. HTTP transfers data in plain text, whereas HTTPS transfers data in ciphertext, that is the encrypted text. Now, because there is no encryption, HTTP is faster. Okay, and obviously HTTPS consumes some computation power because it has to encrypt and decrypt the communication, right? So it is a little bit slower. Now, the favorite question, 4 mark designing question. Okay, so there is an NGO having head office at Mumbai, branch located at Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai. Now communication network is to be established between the head office and all the branch office. Okay, NGO has received a grant from national government. Now the particulars are given. Okay, so Mumbai to Delhi, Mumbai to Kolkata, Mumbai to Chennai, all the distances are given, a rough layout is given. Okay, then what we have to do? We have to give the answers of question 1 to 4. Okay, so first of all, suggest by drawing the best cable layout for effective network connectivity of all the branches and has head office for communicating data. See, for answering this question, we are having two choices. Choice number 1, we can use the bus topology. Choice number 2, we can use the star topology. For bus topology, we must identify where we should keep the server. So we'll go back to the previous one. Okay, and here we will try to analyze where we should keep the server if we want to have a star topology. So we can see that maximum number of computers are at Mumbai. So Mumbai should be taken as a server. Okay, so if we are having a bus topology, then no problem. Simply, if we have a bus topology, we can simply connect Mumbai to Delhi, Delhi to Kolkata, Kolkata to Chennai. Okay, so like this, 1 2 3 we can connect. But if we want to use the star topology, in that case what we have to do, we have to connect Mumbai to Delhi, Mumbai to Kolkata, and Mumbai to Chennai. Okay, both the answers are equally good. Suggest the most suitable location. Okay, we have already discussed, right, where we should keep the server. So server should be kept at Mumbai. Now write the name of the network which is forming here. So the options are WAN, MAN, LAN and PAN. So obviously the answer will be WAN. Okay, so that is why it is red in color. Suggest the most suitable medium for connecting the computers installed across the network out of the following. So how do we connect? Optical fiber, very costly. Telephone wires, very slow. Radio waves, yes, they are the appropriate ones. And Ethernet cable, not at all suitable, because Ethernet cable is only used for LAN. Okay, so here we are going to use radio waves. Okay. Right. Now we come over to the section C. Section C is MySQL. Which command is used to add a new attribute in a table? Okay, so alter table is the command, right, which is used to add a new attribute or a column. Which SQL aggregate function is used to count all records? Okay, count, so count star. Which clause to display the record in ascending order? So order by, then column name, and then ASC is optional. If you want descending order, then DESC is compulsory, but for ascending order, ASC is optional. Full form. So DDL, data definition language, DML, data manipulation language, right? Okay. Observe the following tables, employee and department carefully and answer the questions that follow. What is the degree of table employees? Now what is meant by degree? Degree is the number of columns. Okay. So we can see that in the employees table there are 4 columns, right? Whereas if we look at the cardinality of table department, so cardinality refers to the number of rows, and the number of rows is 3. So the answer will be 4 and 3 respectively. 4 is the degree of the table employees, whereas cardinality is 3 for table department. Okay, now students, there is a little doubt. Okay, sometimes the students are creating, while we are counting the number of rows for the purpose of cardinality, we have to leave, we don't count the header row. Okay, sometimes what happens, the students they will count the header row also for the purpose of cardinality. No, that is not to be counted, because that does not have any data. Okay, right. The next one. What is a primary key? Explain. So you can explain what is primary key. Okay. Then differentiate between selection and projection operation in the context of relational database by giving example. So what is selection? You know very well, selection is a horizontal subset where the projection is a vertical subset. Okay. So one example you can easily give. Right. Now for true and false for the get and post methods in Django. Now from this year onward, Django is not there in syllabus. At least this year it is not there. Next year we don't know, but this year it is not there. Right. So post requests are never cached. Yes. By and large, post requests are never cached. Okay. Get requests do not remain in the browser history. That is false. Get requests do remain in the browser history. Now on the table customers and purchases which we have seen, okay, it is coming now. Customer and purchases, these two tables are given. Okay, and we have to write down the output. Okay, select count distinct cities from customers. So Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Indore and Bangalore. So the count is 5. Okay, if you find that it is wrong, please correct me by giving a remark in the comment section. Okay, select max per date from purchases. So it is 9/5/2019. Okay, select CNAME comma quantity comma purchase date from customer purchases where customer.c number equal to purchase.c number and quantity in 1020. So you can see this will be the output. Okay, then write SQL queries based upon the table customer and purchases given in the question 4G. Right, so the same table we have to use to display details of all customers where cities are neither Delhi nor Mumbai. So select star from customers where city not in Delhi comma Mumbai. To display the CNAME and cities of all customers in ascending order of their CNAME. So select CNAME comma cities, pardon my spelling of cities, from customers order by CNAME. To display the number of customers along with the respective cities in each of the cities. Okay, so it is a case of group by. So select cities comma count star from customers group by cities. And the fourth one is to display details of all purchases where quantity is more than 15. Right. So since all the details are asked, so select star from purchases where quantity greater than 15. Right. Now here we comes to the section D. An organization purchases new computers every year and dumps the old one into the local dumping yard. What is the category of waste the organization is creating? Okay, so solid waste, commercial waste, e-waste or business waste. So obviously the answer is e-waste. Data which has no restriction of usage and is freely available to everyone under intellectual property right is categorized as open data. Okay, it is not open content, right? It may be confused for open content, but in my opinion the answer should be open data. What is unique ID? So unique ID is such a ID which is unique to everyone. Okay, write the name of the unique identification provided by Government of India for Indian citizens. You know it very well. The answer is Aadhaar. Okay, now consider the following scenario and answer the question which follow. A student is expected to write a research paper on a topic. The student had a friend who took a similar class 5 years ago. So the student asks his older friend for a copy of his paper and then takes his paper and submits the entire paper as his own. Which of the following activity appropriately categorizes the act of the writer? So the answer is yes. The answer is A. Plagiarism. What kind of offense? So it is violation of intellectual property rights. Why? Because that article, that work was the work of his senior. Okay, so it was his intellectual work. Okay, what are digital rights? Give example of two. Digital rights are those human rights and legal rights that allow individuals to access, use, create and publish digital media, or to access and use computers or other electronic devices and telecommunication networks. Okay. And now in this context, two digital rights are rights to online privacy and freedom of expression. Suggest techniques which can be adapted to impart computer education for visually impaired students, that is those who cannot write. Well, for such kind of students we are having speech synthesis, speech operated systems. Okay, we are having braille keyboards, right? So those can be used. Speech impaired students, someone who cannot speak. Okay, so for them we are having artificial speech synthesizers, right? And they are speech impaired, but at least they can write, they can read. Okay, but only when the speaking part comes, it may be artificial speech synthesizers. All right. So thanks for watching. Okay. See, as a final note, I would like to say one thing. The question paper is normally very easy. Okay, just a little of caution and just a little of preparation, it can fetch you very good marks, right? So I convey my best wishes for all the students and the teachers who have watched this solution for the forthcoming examinations. Thank you very much.